Alright, hey everyone, Dago FPS here, and I'm going to be doing an overview of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck, the Chronicles deck, the Fallen and the Virtuous, all foil edition. Uh, this is the newest Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG structure deck. It just came out today, October 24th. I had to go to 3 different stores, GameStop, Target, and then finally in my local card shop before I could find any copies. I did get 3 copies, even though one's shown here. I did open up all 3 just to speed up the overview. And then just real quick, what you get inside each one is a playmat featuring Fallen Albaz and Ecclesia. And then here are the 3 decks, and each one you start off with a different secretware. It's unique to each deck what you could get. So you can see on this, I got 1 extra, the Fallen and the Virtuous, brand new card from the structure deck. This card is always treated as a brand new Medica card. Send 1 monster, mentions Fallen Albaz from your extra graveyard, target 1 face-up card in the field, destroy it. That's pretty good because not only do you get destruction on your opponent with a quick play, so that's disruption, but you also get the effect. You could also get the effect of the extra deck monster sent to the grave, which could be a search, depending on the extra deck monster you sent. Second effect, if you have an Ecclesia monster in your field or graveyard, target 1 monster in either graveyard, special summon to your field. So that's basically a archetypal monster reborn. That's also a quick play, so that's just some defense and recovery right there. And then from the other 2 decks that I got, I managed to get 2 fusion deployment, new alternate artwork with Fallen Albaz and Ecclesia. I actually really like fusion deployment, the fact that you can just reveal a named fusion material and special summon it out straight to the field. I run in a lot of my fusion decks, so I got 2 extra copies, so I'm definitely going to take advantage of those. So let's just go ahead and get into what each deck which deck contains. So aside from the secret rare, which is different at the top, the remaining cards are all going to be the same for the 3 decks. So you move this over, avoid the glare a little bit, yeah. So we start off with the Fallen. All cards in this deck are foil, by the way, so that's part of the reason why it's $19.99. Not too bad though for all foil deck. You'll see the contents as we go through. Very well worth the price tag. So 1 Fallen Albaz, card that started it all. Built-in super poly on both sides. I just discard a card, really like him. And then we got Ecclesia. I actually only run 1 of her in my Branded Despia deck. I actually run 3 of her in my Sword Soul Tenyi deck. She supports both, but still good card nonetheless. Luber, I remember when this guy was super expensive, but it's good to see he's got another reprint. Add a Branded Spell Trap when he's summoned. And then Blazing Cartesia. This is like level 4 light spellcaster tuner. It's kind of like a counterpart to Ecclesia. There's another one later on. Albion, the Shrouded Dragon, level 8 Dark Dragon, that you can let you fusion summon. You can special summon it, or you can place this card bottom of the deck. This card is placed from your hand, draw 1 card. I run, I think I've run 2 copies of my Branded Despia deck. I know some people run 3, but I just prefer 2 myself. And then here's the other level 4 light spellcaster, Guiding Quim, the Virtuous. When it's summoned, you can send a Fallen to Albaz from your deck to your graveyard, which actually helps set up a lot. So glad to have a reprint of her. Spriggan's Kit. So if you don't know, the Albaz cards are like a mix of multiple different archetypes based on the lore. So you got Albaz, you got Branded, you got Dogmatica, which Ecclesia belongs to. So Spriggans are tied into there. I usually run 1 of this since it's just a free special summon, and you can also add some Branded Spell or Trap. Another related archetype is the Tri-Brigades. Typically run 1 of this as well. And then we get into some of the Despias. So this one I typically run at least 2 copies, just because I go through its effect. I can go through it multiple times in a duel. So I know some people just run 1, but I like to run at least 2. And then we get into some of the money cards here. So Bestials, they did get reprinted in here, thank God. I know they just got reprinted in the 25th anniversary tin, I believe. But those were all secret rare reprints, whereas this one is ultra rare, and you get guaranteed copy 1999, so that's good. Definitely need another Lubellion. Then you also get Magnemite, Saronir, Druiswarm. So those are the four that you get. I think the only other one you're missing is Baldrake. I do like Baldrake. I do run one copy of him just to go along with it. So I do have extra copies of him already though. Then we got the new Ecclesia, new alternate artwork. This is straight from the TCG Chronicles anime. So for you guys that watched the anime here in North America, originally it was 6 anime series, Duel Monsters, GX, 5Ds, Zexal, Arc 5, and then Reigns. And then after that, Konami hasn't released any anime series in North America, whereas in OCG, they did continue on with Rush Duel series, Sevens, and then the current series. Can't think of it off the top of my head. But back in North America, they decided to continue the anime in a different form with a web series focused showing the branded lore. So that's where this artwork is from, Ecclesia from the web series. Like it. And then we've also got another new card, Dogmedia Floridis, the Knighted, right there. Now some of the Dogmatica cards are related to Ecclesia, Dogmatica Maximus. And then we got some more of the money cards, Nibiru, Primal Being. Let me tell you, this card is so annoying to me. It's like, it's basically a quick effect. Mass Kaiju for your field. Your opponent could do it once you have summoned more than 5 times during the main phase. So I already have a few of these, but I could always use a few more, so that's good. Then we get another Nibiru. Keeper of Dragon Magic. I swear they throw this card into every fusion deck, and I've yet to use it. I mean, it's probably got a purpose. I just don't run it personally. And then here's that new card that we had earlier, the Fallen and the Virtuous. So again, with each deck you get alternate secret rare, but then you do get a guaranteed ultra rare copy of the Fallen and the Virtuous. So this card's crazy, quick play with 2 different effects. Really going to be running a few copies in my revamped deck. Branded Fusion. Oh my goodness, this card is so good. Just let you fusion summon using materials from your deck, and then you just pop off from there. Love this card. Branded in White. Typically run one of this, just a standard fusion spell, but it does have a graveyard effect. It lets you set the card afterwards, so just run one because it can reset itself. Branded in Red. Branded Opening. Typically max out on this because it lets you discard a card, and then you can either add or special summon Despia from your deck to your hand. It's almost like an archetypal A Hero Lives without the life point cost. So run 3, highly recommend. Branded in High Spirits. I typically run 2 right now, but it's good nonetheless. Branded Loss prevents your opponent from responding to your fusion summons, so run one of these at least. Branded Regain goes well with the Bestials because they banish as a quick effect, so that's really good. Nadir Servant. Send one monster from your extra deck to your graveyard. Add one Dogmatica Fallen Albaz from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Branded Bond. I actually didn't have a copy of this, so I'm kind of glad I got the structure deck for this. Fusion Deployment. So again, this is the new alternate artwork. So since I got 2 of the secret rare versions, I'll have 5 in total, counting the 3 that come in the decks. Another money card. Triple Tactics Thrust. I actually do not have any copies of Thrust. This is a new artwork. So this right here, well worth the $19.99 price tag considering the other money cards we went over earlier. Then some of the staples. Foolish Burial, can never have enough of these. Gold Sark goes so well with Despian Tragedy. Let you get that search off immediately. Super Poly, Spell Speed 4. Works wonders in this deck with all the different fusions you run in the extra deck. Now getting into the traps. Branded Retribution. Most people I see only run 1 copy. I tend to run 2 to 3. That's just because I like counter traps, because most people don't run counter traps nowadays. So I like that, you know, I can activate it, and most of the time they don't have a response, so that's just me. Branded Banishment. It's basically like reborn from the grave, and then you can fusion summon it right after, so pretty good. Branded Sword. I don't actually use this myself. Branded Beast. This card works pretty well. I run this in the Red Dragon Archfiend variant with Bestials. This is another money card right here, the Black Goat Laughs. I actually did not have any copies of this, so glad to get this. Again, $19.99, get 1 deck of this, or $60, get 3 copies. Highly recommend if you can find it. Declare 1 monster card name. This turn, neither player can special summon monsters with original name except from the graveyard. You banish this card from the graveyard. Declare 1 monster card name. This turn, neither player can activate the effects of monster cards on the field with that original name. So just really locking your opponent out of using this specific card. Really good. Dogmatic Punishment. Fusion Duplication. Recommend running one of this in your branded deck. Just lets you copy a different fusion effect in your graveyard. And then we get into the extra deck cards they included. So this brand new card right here, the Dragon that Devours the Dogma. So it seems to be Fallen Albaz morphing into one of his dragon forms, and then he's holding a Glacia. So when a Glacia monster is on the field or the graveyard, card gains 500 attacks, so that'd be 3,500. Also is unaffected by other card effects, so that's really good. You can only use this effect once per turn. If this card is special summon, you shuffle up to 2 cards from any graveyards and/or banishment into the deck. Okay, so that could be a disruption for your opponent, or that could be recycling for you. So the second effect, that's pretty good. And third effect, during the end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, sent their turn, you can add 1 Dogmatica or Tri-Brigade card. Okay. So then it even searches too, if the card is sent to the graveyard. So that could be working with the Fallen and the Virtuous if you send it to the graveyard. So, all right, then we get some more the other fusions. Mirror Jade, Powerhouse right here. Albion, Branded Dragon, Extender. Lubellion, another extender for your fusion summons. Albalenitus. I just run 1 copy of this. It's pretty good. Let's see. Titaniclad, the Ash Dragon. Run 1 copy of him. Bergrand, the Glory Dragon. I do run 1 copy of him in my own deck. This one, Sprint, the Iron Dash Dragon. I actually don't run any copies of him. I know some people do. I just prefer not to. Rinbrum, the Striking Dragon. Do run 1 copy of him. And then finally, Granguignol, the Dust Dragon. I believe I was running 1 copy of him, but I might have taken him out since. Could leave him in. Because then it's a fusion deployment target for Blazing Cartesia, the Virtuous. Well, I'm going to play around with the numbers after this video. So that's what you get with the structure deck, $19.99. You get quite a few money cards, finally reprinted for the masses. And then highly recommend picking up 3 if you can. You can build a full branded Despia deck, brand new support. It's actually pretty good. So thank you guys for watching, and this has been my overview of the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck, the Chronicles deck, the Fallen and the Virtuous, all foil edition. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.